Emily!
Take your time, poet.
He hand-delivered a letter a day saying he never thought that I would leave, accusing me of malicious things when we were supposed to be writing poetry for class. He wrote a story in which he burned himself alive in my house and read it during our workshop time, claiming he wanted to be critiqued but staring at me the entire time. He published a poem comparing me to an iceberg, to a misguided captain, to a magnet offsetting a compass. He claimed that it was I who sunk his soul, when everyone else claimed him unsinkable. The definition of depression is dependency, is obsession, is compulsion, is necessity. He told me that since me, he had been with 11 different women, and that was 3.5 years ago. I don't want to know how many there have been since then. He assured me that even though he was just using them to forget, building his body up from the ground had taken the place of breaking however many women there have been. He has spent more time in the gym than he has with his family this year. He has found something other than them to control when he begins to spin out of it. The definition of addiction is repetition, is obsession, is compulsion, is necessity. She always asks if I am writing when she wants to know if I am doing okay, because she knows that if I say yes, there is something more in my life than the sign that I have told her. I wrote my first poem in remembrance of when I put everything you had given me into a garbage bag and dropped it at your feet, because my teacher told me my life was too poetic not to write about. I spend hours searching for the perfect metaphor so people will understand exactly how I feel. I have stayed up past 3 a.m. when I know I should be sleeping, replacing single words so the flow sounds just right. The definition of perfection is precision, is obsession, is compulsion, is necessity. They will hear that you are an artist, so they will ask you to perform in their honor. Write a poem describing how you love him. Create a dance in your grandmother's memory. Lather up and show off your muscles just for her. They will not understand when you try to explain that they cannot simply snap their fingers in order for you to produce a masterpiece. That creation on command will never be as sincere as an impromptu painting of a sunset. The artist's burden is always being asked to produce because everyone wants to live immortal as your muse. The artist's skill is learning to please the crowd, but keeping in mind that no one really wants to live forever. The definition of artistry is intentional, is obsession, is compulsion, is necessity.